Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Th000 and Life taking place here on Turtle Rock. Th000 spawning as the red human player here at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Life will be spawning as the blue night elf on the other south side of the map as the blue night elf. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Let's take a look at the population count, speed things up just a bit. As you guys notice, there are observers on this particular map, meaning I believe this is an actual, best of 3 or 3 game set. Not 100% sure, but things are already getting underway as we do see a militia wandering on out and doing a little bit of speed building. Well, nope, not speed building, just building up a scout farm off at this center location here. The reason for this particular positioning, he will be able to spot a major thoroughfare coming across as we are looking at Life opening up with a warden instead of a demon hunter. Ancient of War also being positioned off over here as well. It will start training up an archer in just a second and then start getting some damage in on this ogre warrior creep camp. Wisp has made its way out. No real way to know whether or not his opponent has spawned full cross spawns or off to the south, because that Wisp could have come from here to here and then moving back up off to the north. Coming back the other way, we are looking at an Archmage being trained up as well. We are going to be getting up some footmen, and my apologies, I am a little bit frustrated because I was trying to do a little bit of teaching of math, and well, apparently I don't make a good teacher. Anyways, back across over here, very interesting that you see this one peasant getting taken down. The peasant, actually down to 3 hit points, ends up surviving, but building off at a scout farm this far away still aggroed the creeps. I am quite surprised by that. Perhaps that one ogre warrior, well, got a little bit of spider sense and detected, hey, you know what, I do not want to be anywhere near here. Archmage has dropped a water elemental, and now that Archmage is making its way over to the other end of the map here, going after this giant sea turtle creep camp, and we'll see whether or not he's able to go ahead and clear out these units. You can take a look. Militia are making their way off to the north. Th000 is going to go ahead and try and clear out this forest troll warlord creep camp very quickly. Needs to train up a lot more peasants though, since he is relatively low on lumber. All right, back across over here, you can see the warden has come across. There it goes, getting up to level 2, going to be able to finish it off. There's a shadow strike, stealing the last bit of experience there. Archmage picks up slippers of agility, but is going to be down a good amount of experience as the militia have made their way over. Now, all of those militia having their way across the map here as the archers are going to be joining on the fight. Shadow Strike now onto the Archmage as well. Damage is going to start to tick away pretty regularly as the archer and the footman and, well, the warden are trying to get in some extra damage once again. Wisp now causing a bit of pathing blocking once more as we now see a 4-unit surround onto this one particular low hit point arch or warden. Warden, however, is going to go ahead and shadow meld. No dust of appearance nearby as you see an extra Shadow Strike go down on that footman there. That footman's days are pretty much numbered. The warden doing a good job clearing out many of these early footmen. Archmage needs to pick up dust of appearance, maybe even pick up boots of speed. Not going to be able to be purchased for quite some time. As we're looking at Life now looking to join in again. What is happening across here? We are going to be looking at Militia now looking to clear out this Ogre Warrior creep camp. The Warden wants to make a big move across here as you see some damage is going to go down now onto this Footman here. The Footman now down to 189 hit points. Archmage is in serious trouble. Does not have a lot of mana, and without a lot of mana, and now Huntress is joining on the fight, well, you are not going to be able to use the water elementals to focus down the huntresses. All right, we do see another Shadow Strike finishing off another footman there. Militia now finishing things off as well, as the Archmage needs to get up a little bit more mana, but a lot of mana has been used already at this stage in the game. All right, Huntress being forced to pull back here once again. Let's take a look. There are some Huntresses and Archers lying in wait, ready to spring up another trap as we see a quick detonation, while removing the mana from that precious Archmage. Archmage is still quite some ways away from level 3 where those water elementals would actually be effective, and we'll see what the follow-up plan is going to be. All right, Life doing a good job of making that Archmage just wander around, trying to figure out where exactly the Warden is. The Warden sitting at level 2, looking for the Archmage as well. And it looks as though the Archmage, well, sitting at level 2, not going to be able to do very much. You do see that there are Wisp all across the map, And both sides are just pretty much trying to figure out where is a good place that I can actually put down a bit of pressure. Well, Moonwells are pretty much ripe for the picking. You can see off over here as well. The Wisp could end up taking a lot of damage. There goes one Wisp. Another Wisp could get taken down. Scroll of Town Portal already coming across here as the Water Elemental should be turning around to join in on the fight, as the Huntresses are going to be able to, well, perhaps get a surround here in just a moment. Huntresses chasing after the Water Elemental. Shadow Strike going down onto this Footman. This Footman may try and aggro these creeps here in just a second. Wait, where is he going to go? Going to try and aggro these creeps wandering in between all these two locations, and now going to go ahead and aggro those creeps there. All right. Shadow Meld already underway. Water Elemental will get finished off by the Gargantuan Sea Turtles, as the units now do in fact back off. One Shadow Melded Huntress off at the 12 o'clock location. Archmage still not very high on life, as the Warden looks to get to level 3. The Warden with that Shadow Strike, gonna be going after those Footmen very, very easily. The higher movement speed causing a lot of problems. As you take a look, this Footman should end up getting taken down by timed life, and there it goes. All right, the timed attack as the Archmage now once again will try and slip away. Meanwhile, Ancient of War heading back off to the north. The Huntress could have been chasing down that Footman. Not going to be very successful either, though, as we do see a Sea Turtle Hatchling getting taken out. Ancient of War trying to make its way over and aggroing onto all of these Gargantuan Sea Turtles. You can see the damage is starting to add back up onto the Water Elementals, as the Water Elemental is trying to get away. Already down to 219 hit points as it looks to back off. Rifleman now being added, all right, by Tho to try and go after all of these Huntresses. The Riflemen, I do not believe have the range upgrade as of yet. Actually, do they? No, they do not. They do not have the range upgrade, which is absolutely important, as we are now actually going to be going into a Paladin as well. Paladin with Holy Light should be able to do a lot of damage. You can take a look. Huntress, Archmage, seeing that level 2. You can see the Riflemen are trying to back off, and so much focus fire, though, really causing a bit of problems. Holy Light coming across again. Archmage going to be running around in circles. Archmage, is it going to end up surviving? There is the Holy Light down to 183 hit points. As you see, those Riflemen are just so effective, being able to stand still while attacking, even when all of the other units are running back. All right, let's take a look at this. Ancient of War down to 207 hit points. It looks like it will get taken down here in just a moment. There it goes. A new Water Elemental going to be getting into position, as Tho has handled this transition into Huntresses extremely well by going in for these Riflemen, but the Archmage wants to get to level 3. All right, it looks as though the Priest are going to be backing off here. You can see a Moonstone has been used, as the Water Elemental needs to join in on this fight. Let's take a look back across here. The Peasants going to be taking a lot of damage as well. Let's take a look. Ogre Magi, well, experience does go to the Paladin. He does pick up a Ring of Regeneration, which is extremely helpful on the Paladin, especially once he gets that all-important Divine Shield. Very, very difficult to take out eventually, as the Riflemen are still all here ready to go. Tome of Agility +2, finishing off some handful of units. One more shot, and that Troll Chopper will get taken down. Level 2 now on the Archmage, or excuse me, on the Paladin. The Paladin does have Devotion Aura instead, adding an additional 1.5 armor, and that is going to be causing a little bit of issues. Riflemen could try to go after these units. A Warden able to back off, getting in a little bit more mana. We're looking at 45 supply compared to 37. As the Archmage is going to be backing off here, perhaps dropping down a Water Elemental, and then trying to fight its way back. All right, where is that Water Elemental to do a little bit of tanking? Gargantuan Sea Turtle taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, we are going to be looking at the Huntresses and now Bears. Well, at least the Druid of the Claw, while in Adept training, going to try and heal and keep that Warden alive in that front line. Archmage has a lot of mana once again, already up to 317 and counting. Does he have level 2 Brilliance Aura? He has level 2 Brilliance Aura. All right, I was just absolutely surprised by how much mana the Archmage had, and that was deliberately to keep the mana topped off on that Paladin and these Priests. If the Paladin is high on life, oh, Shadow Strike, a beautiful Shadow Strike, stealing the Potion of Greater Healing. Water Elemental is going to end up getting taken down. Meanwhile, the Paladin is still healing back up very nicely as the Warden could try and finish off some of these units. Slow finally cast off once again. Dryads abolishing that magic extremely quickly, as we should be looking at, well, the Paladin getting into position here in just a moment. Paladin is pretty much topped off on mana. Militia now joining in on the fight. Shadow Strike here. Water Elemental going to try and join in, and you can see how much damage is just being brought over with the piercing damage. Riflemen, however, do they have, yes, they do have the range attack upgrade. Warden is still high on life, as we do see a lot of slow being cast, causing a bit of problems. Divine Shield on the Paladin not available, as we're taking a look at the Paladin in that front line right now. All right, Paladin taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Bears are trying to engage. The Archmage is actually a better tank right now, since the Riflemen do have medium armor. Archmage is going to go ahead and try and fight this all back here. Are we going to perhaps see another Huntress get taken down? Yes, we are, as the Paladin sitting at level 2. Holy Light saves it. And these Bears, even though they are effective against all of those Riflemen, they haven't gotten within melee range in quite some time. Paladin finishes off one Bear, trying to go after more, as you see another Dryad getting taken down. Holy Light saves a Priest, as this one Warden down to 420 hit points will be forced to back away, maybe even forced to use that Potion of Greater Healing, as he is now down to 210 hit points. All right, there is a rejuvenation once again, and are the Riflemen and Sorceresses ready to go? We are going to be looking at a Scout Tower, as the Archmage should be dropping in more Water Elementals. A quick Wisp, Focus Fire right there. Wisp after Wisp is getting taken down. Paladin sitting at level 2, getting close to level 3. More Guard Towers are being constructed, and that's what's happening. Those Bears coming back to join in on the fight. It is going to go ahead and go into Bear form first. Meanwhile, a Moonwell is going to get taken down. Is the Warden going to try and drink from it first? I do believe so. Does get a little bit of mana, as we see the Dryads getting in some nice Abolish magic once more. All right. Paladin going to be forced to back off. Archmage going to be forced to back off. All of these Arcane Towers, however, are going to be subject to pressure, as the Warden looking good on life. Mass detonations coming across. The Archmage is in serious trouble. Meanwhile, the Divine, Potion of Healing used by the Warden, as we're still looking at the Paladin. Paladin still sitting at level 2. That Ring of Regeneration really making a big difference, but if we can get to level 3 on the Paladin, things will pretty much all of a sudden switch, as the Archmage with level 2 Brilliance Aura has been giving that Paladin much more mana than we would have thought throughout this game. All right, Paladin sitting at 460 some odd hit points. Are we going to perhaps see a Sorceress trying to focus down some of these Bears, or perhaps the Riflemen as well? The Bears are just in that front line still, and we are going to see the death of a Bear. There goes one Bear. The Paladin just shy of level 3 will be able to get there in just a second. There it goes, level 2. A Holy Light gonna be coming underway, as the Archmage gets Holy Lighted there. All right, was that, no, that was not a level, there's a whole level 2 Holy Light. Perhaps we saw a Scroll of Healing used just moments ago. Yes, as the Bear now gets taken down. Beautiful, beautiful positioning, and life is just absolutely in trouble, though should be able to finish things off here, as we do see a couple of Abolish Magics finish off a Water Elemental. Sorceresses in that front line, the Dryads with their Abolish Magic have not been able to remove a lot of that slow any longer, as the Sorceresses will be forced to back off. All right, there is a Shadow Strike right there. This Sorceress down to 178 hit points. Is it going to be enough? Meanwhile, Warden down to 236. Trying to fight its way back out here. A good blink in order to escape, as that is now opening things up to allow the Dryads to just get poked down. Druids of the Claw down to 600, 500 hit points, dropping very, very quickly, dropping readily, as we are going to see it get take out as well. All right, Priest is going to get Holy Light. Yes, it will. It is going to get saved. Warden chasing after the Priest is not going to have an easy time with it whatsoever, as the Sorceresses get into body block only to see a Shadow Strike land. Though taking game number 1 in the series in an impressive fashion, doing a great job of just transitioning to Riflemen, using level 2 Brilliance Aura over level 2 Water Elementals first, opening up the amount of healing that the Paladin can do, really just changed the pacing of the game. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed it.